Well, that was weird. I thought the song would keep going. Wait a minute. Is that mac and cheese? Oh, is that it? I thought you were going to blare the song out to continue with the joke.
No complaining. That's unacceptable.
For real?
Jeez.
We're back.
Yes, we sure are. Did I seriously just spend a whole year reviewing one game?
Yeah, he did!
Hello everyone, and welcome to the final Persona 5 review video thingo. Yes, there are 7 videos before this one, so you can check the card or description if you want to catch up. And a warning, this video will contain endgame spoilers to Persona 5. No, nothing on Royal, just the original game. Alrighty?
My stomach's ready.
So we last left off with the group wondering just how can they convince the public that Shido is evil. Morgana responds with,
Mementos is most likely sleeping with my fatty tuna!
and we decide that the final heist will be to raid Mementos itself, the Palace of Society, and steal its treasure to change everyone's hearts.
Mementos has been opened.
Now, over the past few videos, I did say how the game makes it look like this dungeon was optional throughout the whole story, but it's really not. That's because if you didn't go through it each month, slowly unlocking it, you now have to do it all in one go, which is probably the reason why so many people hate it.
I think you're right.
But me, being the amazing Japanese high school student, I already had scoped out the place, and only after a little while, we reach this train station-like area. The group go through and find that, well, there sure is some kinky party.
I don't understand.
So there are cages full of people, and talking to them, you find out they actually like being there, trapped with nowhere to go. And further in, we find the bosses we defeated earlier, not really caring about their predicament.
What? You're...
So these shadow versions that Mementos had created liked being in cages, as they would rather have someone make all the decisions for them, and not have to think for themselves. I mean, I think that's what the metaphor is going for.
We're intellectuals, you know.
For real? For real?
Wait, then are you the dangerous inmate?
Oh, you know about that. It's true.
However, this means that someone is keeping them in said cages, meaning there has to be a boss behind all of this. The true boss behind every single misfortune Joker faced the past year. So the group head deeper down. I also want to say that this place is a bit different to the usual Mementos, since we don't drive in Mona. It's treated like a normal dungeon with walking enemies, hiding spots, puzzles, and safe rooms. It doesn't take too long running through it, and we reach the very bottom with this giant, cup?
Man, it's huge!
Disgustingly grand.
Huge. It's still way too big for my liking.
Just stick this baby in.
But as we approach it, the true enemy of the entire game reveals themselves. I knew it!
Who's that?
Kids these days are so aggressive.
Shut up and let us destroy you! Please?
Now that's comedy.
No
For real?
complaining.
Crazy!
My name is Idle Chit Chat.
Oh yeah?
Stick this baby in.
Jeez.
Oh, so Kawakami wasn't the villain, it's you! A giant cup.
Holy Grail? The Holy Grail.
So this is the Holy Grail, the treasure of Mementos, which has been keeping society under its control, as it feels humans have no will of their own. The Phantom Thieves, however, are like, lol no, and try to defeat it. But every time they attack and damage the cup, the masses reach in to heal through its veins, and as it sucks and sucks, it gets more and more golden. It then goes, oh, I guess you aren't gonna join me, eh? See ya, chumps. And teleports the group back to Shibuya, while Morgana finally starts to know who he really is after he was slowly learning it as we travel deeper into Mementos. So back in the real world, we see that the cup has now fused Mementos with Japan, bringing out some Shin Megami Tensei vibes.
I, don't get what you're saying at all.
And now with society pretty much under the cup's control, the Mac and Cheese squad get Thanos snapped, as people begin to slowly forget about them.
It's vanishing?
Joker then awakens back in the Velvet Room, where Igor is like,
Lol, get wrecked, scrub. You couldn't even save humanity by yourself. Alright, twins, execute him.
the twins try to battle us, but our dancing outfit reminds them of the fun we had in the dancing game, and they don't listen to Igor. This then brings their memories back, as they ask Joker to refuse them. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? And so we fuse them into their true form, Lavenza. Oh, you're still small.
But in the nip.
She now remembers that this is in fact not the real Igor, and he stole their memories when he turned her into the twins. Igor, however, is mad because he stood still for 5 minutes while this all happened, not trying to stop it at all, now begins to levitate. Okay, sure. But this is because he is a phony. I knew it!
Precisely.
So he was an imposter all along. I mean, I knew you couldn't trust anyone with this amount of no hair. Lavenza says how he rigged the past year into a game called Persona 5, where the two players were us and Pancakes. We of course won, which leads phony Igor to offer us a choice, to turn Japan back to normal but help him control it even more, with corruption everywhere, or refuse. We of course, as the mac and cheese leader, would never give in to the bad guy. That's just not the mac and cheese way. Okay, seriously, what's with the obsession for mac and cheese? What? Can't I obsess over the cheesy goodness in one video series? Alright, fine. What other food should I talk about then?
Beans?
Beans. Really? Just plain beans. But what should it be served with?
More beans?
Very well.
So we refuse his offer, leading him to teleport back to the CUP to fuse with it. Igor then appears out of nowhere, the real Igor, with his original voice.
It's been quite a while since I last stepped foot in this place.
Yeah, I guess if you played the other games beforehand, you would have known that something was off about the incredibly sexy deep voice.
What?
Because no, they weren't trying to change how he sounds. He and Lavenza both say your friends are in jail in the back, and so you run around talking to them in a non-voiced way, which was kinda annoying since this is big endgame important stuff. Or am I just too spoiled on recent full voice acting in games? The mac and cheese squad then regroups in front of Igor and are like, so this is where you go randomly before dungeons. Ah, okay, because it looked like you just stopped walking and had an error up there. Lavenza then says, by the way, take back your annoying cat. And Mona goes, hey, you know how the whole game I said I wasn't a cat? Well, I'm actually a messenger created by the real Igor just before he was overthrown by the imposter to help find Joker and convince him to save the world. And yes, that also means I'm still a cat.
Meow?
So Morgana beckons us to follow him. Okay, this is starting to feel like a horror movie.
Indeed.
We head back to the surface and find a giant stairway to heaven. I mean, the Holy Grail. Now this is the last big chance to prepare, and for whatever reason, the group decides to take a short trip to the TV station. Why?
I'm sure you know about commercial breaks. Well, those are actually sponsor-related product placements.
And so begins the final so-called dungeon, where you climb upwards with these enemies roaming around, but on each landing, you have to fight a literal angel with the old English speak.
Halt, rebels! I shall not allow you to continue forth.
Meseemeth, I have no choice.
Since the dawn of time, man hath failed to put an end to quarrel.
Society.
And honestly, I love these designs and voices so much. This was the first big show that the game had, taking the tropey fight to the heavens feel that most JRPGs do. And a reminder, this was one of my first big JRPGs I ever played. But as we rise, the group notice below that the people start getting Thanos snapped, seeing others disappear right in front of them. The thieves then reach the final landing, where it's the old save here. This is the final spot, no going back. You truly are at the end game. Well, it's been one heck of a year. Time to end it all.
Of course.
The group jump back down to the Holy Grail, this time realizing they should kinda cut the healing veins, so we send Ryuji to take care of it. Now it becomes a normal fight, well as normal as it can be fighting a giant golden cup, but we easily defeat it and win, the final boss. We just beat the game! Oh, come on, it's a JRPG. Of course there's another phase, where the Grail transforms, pushing us all up into the heavens, revealing its true form. The god Yaldabaoth. Not gonna lie, this whole part kinda blew my mind when I played it for the first time.
Man, you guys are the best, stupidest group I could ask for. We'll take it all back. Our future and end this world!
No tolerance, no mercy.
His special moves are literally shoving his hands into his pants to draw out weapons relating to the 7 deadly sins.
What?
However, we survived this, and are on the front foot, but the old cutscene plays showing him beating us down and toying with the group. Morgana cries out, and his screams reach everyone down below, including all the rank 10 confidants. They come out with a motivational speech to get everyone to remember the Phantom Thieves.
Yo, Joker, where did you leave the keys to the cafe? I left mine over at a friend's house.
Boy.
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
Did you check under your hat, Daddy?
Of course I checked under my hat. And stop calling me that.
Well, we're completely effed. At least Yal Dabot can't get a hold of my precious fan site. You are the only thing that matters to me. Wait, what? If you gamers don't finish this goddamn game properly, I swear to that god over there, I will take this comically big microphone and shove it up your ass.
It's about time we snap out of it. Running away from things won't help. Delicious pancakes.
Look, I know I gave you a lot of harmful medicine this past year, and I just want to say, one of those might have actually been poison. But you'll be fine. Maybe. Probably. Oh, okay, don't worry. I'll make sure you get a fancy funeral.
Wait, what?
Faster than a barefoot jackrabbit on a hot greasy griddle in the middle of a...
Look, kid, I don't know why you keep buying weapons from my shop. I'm just a humble potato farmer. But please defeat that grand old monster. All this renderin's mighty awful from our crops back home.
Wait, since when were you Irish?
Why didn't you talk to me, Joker? Everyone in the comments said I was the best confidant. Why did you ignore me? Why did you have to go for the waifus?
I'm sorry, Yoshi. Maybe in another lifetime. Or remake.
Ah, whatever. Kids these days with their waifus and their Minecrafts.
Long time no see. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. You're a man. I love you. We should go home. In me? Well, what will you do?
Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused.
Look, I'm sorry about trying to take over the world and making your life miserable. Please forgive me.
I don't know, Kawakami. You did do quite a number of evil things. Alright, yeesh. But okay. Thank you everyone for your kind messages. It seemed to have worked. The magical like ratio on this video is now at 100% likes, no dislikes.
Looks like it's a hit.
This then allows Joker to draw upon some mythical power to break free Arsene's chains of being a turnip. You remember when that happened? To reveal his true form as Satan. Neil.
Who?
Did I mention how nuts this whole ending is?
This is crazy.
And in the single most gangster finale to a game yet, he pops a cap into Shiny Boy's head. Man, what an ending. And with that, the world returns to normal, with anime bloom effects everywhere. And Morgana making a dumb pose flying off into the heavens.
The world exists within all of you.
In me?
Also, I forgot to mention, this whole last battle took place on Christmas Eve. Yes, it's almost Christmas, meaning the gang now wants to have a big dinner to celebrate finally getting rid of that annoying cat.
My stomach's ready.
However, while everyone leaves, Sei comes in and is like, look, okay, you saved the world, but it's kinda hard to prove to the jury that Shido did all this cognition stuff since Mementos is no more. Can you turn yourself in so you can testify to the court? I promise you, they'll only lock you up in detention for a few days. Maybe? Hopefully? Please just say yes. Well, I guess I have no choice. You did help us out a lot in the game. And also, you're really hot.
That's unacceptable.
You never change, huh?
Shut up!
Boy.
But before any of that, we get some booty calls from the level 10 female confidants. Nah, maybe in another life I'll forgive her.
Oh, and don't think I didn't notice. You were looking at another girl, weren't you?
Mission failed.
And with that, we go to jail to testify on the past year. The thieves meet together on Christmas and are like, hang on a moment, he's in jail. But we brought his favorite, mac and cheese. Now how will he pay us back?
You're missing the point.
Jeez.
And so over the next few months, yes months, don't you know how long it takes for the courts to do their thing?
No.
The friends convince people in society to show their support. and all the level 10 confidants also do their own work in their fields, convincing the public about how good we are. The thieves even find the girl who was at the start of the game to testify, and Shido is found guilty. Meaning we are free. The nightmarish year is over.
It makes me want to cry.
Daddy Sojiro then drops us back at the cafe with all our friends there who are like, oh great, you can finally pay us back for that Christmas mac and cheese you missed out on.
Nice.
Also, we kinda wish Mona was here. We miss his annoying voice.
Hello? I'm hot.
So, somehow, the physical cat form of Mona is alive, and that doesn't make any sense because he can still talk to the group. He then decides to go with Joker to keep an eye on us, aka not let us stay up late.
Let's go to sleep. You must be tired.
And the game suddenly then reaches a sad reminder because for whatever reason, Joker has to move back home. Yeah, remember, he's only here due to his assault and people judging him in his hometown. And despite changing of society, showing how important it is to make your own decisions, Joker is completely quiet throughout all these questions as to why he can't stay.
Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
What's the matter?
Do you not realize you had to move cities due to people not believing you? I just want you to be happy with your friends here.
Calm down.
I mean, I guess his parents kinda miss him, even though they never visited him, but it's honestly infuriating that after spending a whole year here, building all these connections, the most talkative silent protagonist is actually silent and agrees to go home.
The game isn't over yet.
Oh yeah, we still have Valentine's Day. Because yes, all the romancing and flirting in the game was leading up to something, as Joker suddenly gets a bunch of texts from a whole bunch of people saying they want to meet him. You know what, Mona? I'm actually too tired for this. I think I'll pass. Oh, a blocked number? Okay. Who's at the door now? Oh, it's Ryuji. You can't find a date. Me too. Oh, this is awkward. Wait, who's that now?
Can I sit next to you?
Oh, no. How do you keep doing that?
Oh, before I forget, I went through the trouble of buying a microwave oven just to make it. You know?
Well, you said you were sorry and you gave up being evil. I'm sure this won't be that bad. Ugh, my head. What happened? Why does it look like someone robbed the place? Hey, Daddy, what do you mean I have visitors now? Alright, all my girlfriends. Okay, that's it. Moving home. I hate it here.
I'll do all your household chores.
So it's the final day, where Joker has one last chance to talk to the level 10 confidants before he leaves forever. Sojiro tears up and we head to the station. However, the gang's all here, their mystery van, since when did we have a van? And they offer to drive us the whole way back. After forcing a literal cat to fix the car by stealing some federal agent spark plugs who were stalking Joker. Yes, I don't get what's the point of this. The group then asks Joker again, hey, do you really have to go?
Nobody's forcing you to leave, you know?
Just say yes or no. Make a decision, man.
No complaining.
And we head out to the open road, while one of the best closing credits song to a game plays us out. And that is it. Thiefsona 5 is complete. I'm finally free.
Congratulations.
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 Wait, what are you doing here?
Oh, don't worry. As an apology for before, I prepared a special surprise for you on your road trip.
Well, I do like surprises, so I might forgive you then. But yes, Persona 5 is over. I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined me on this crazy ride. Ever since making Xenoblade 2 a long review series thingo, I don't know what to even call these. I'm so happy people seem to like the multiple parts to this. So yeah, final review of Persona 5. Well, this was honestly one of my first big JRPGs, because all my life, the only real big game I played were the Pokemon ones, and that says a lot about me and as to why I thought this game was so perfect. Playing it during its launch was some of my best video game memories I ever had, and I'll always be thankful for how this game opened my eyes to the wonderful world of more Japanese developed games. It blew me away with its presentation, characters, design, aesthetic, music, gameplay, even in a year filled with other amazing games. That being said, replaying and rewatching all this footage the past year has shown that the game is not as perfect as I once thought. Yes, it does drag in some places, poor pacing, weird character quirks here and there, but to me, this was a perfect game in 2017, so these minor flaws still leave me with an absolutely amazing top 10 game, and one that helped define my channel into what it is today. But with that, I think for now, it might be a long time if I ever talk about a Persona game again. I need a big break, and I won't cover anything Persona related anytime soon.
Oh yeah?
So as we end, I leave you with Joker's nice, calming drive home. Hang on, in the previous part, the Texan fortune teller said, and she tells us our fortune. You know, the usual, gonna save the world, and then die from mac and cheese overdose. You know, same old, same old. Well, we saved the world, but what did she mean?
I'll do all your household chores.
Man, if only there was a remake where some of the characters could come back to life. Wouldn't that be royal?
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Sheik!